NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Chicago Bears. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 31, Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Fields. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Not much there, only a yard.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 17, Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Darrynton Evans. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Carr on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? You know, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43.
at the 43-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Escaping the pressure right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their notes as close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 16 yards. And the Bears' 1st down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Raiders 0.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Clelin Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Bilal Nichols in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Bears 14, Raiders 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And 2021 in the draft, the first tight end off the board, Florida's Kyle Pitts at number 4 to Atlanta, the first tight end taken in 2000.
Now Evans hit, and the ball pops free. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. So on 4th down, they decided to go with a run-pass option. A good decision.
And the run can get you there, but the pass gets you there quicker. Nice decision. Picks up a first down.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Carr to throw again.
Back to Renfro again, complete.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Play fake. Carr.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off near the 29. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
On first down, they'll start out with Evans.
And some room to work. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
They'll look to run with Evans.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Darrynton Evans
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Bears push further out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Raiders 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
No return here for Richard, and that will bring the ball out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Pringle.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
A final shot before the break. Fields. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. On second down, Jacobs. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move him into a 3rd and 13 here.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here's A.J. Cole now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Fields.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Here's Fields on the sneak.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Off play action, Fields.
He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. at the 27-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On play action, Fields.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Play action, it's Fields.
Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
58, right over there. Yeah, Mike, 58.
On play action, now Carr.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Carr. Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A big play there for the Raiders.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
58, boys, 58, it's Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Throwing now is Carr. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. The 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
That is caught inside the 5.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down. It's Patterson, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Raiders 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11. Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
Running it with Jacobs, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Colton Miller, former 1st-round pick, called for the penalty there.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Here's Carr. Fighting to stay up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Fields now to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. To throw is Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
13 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way